friends. I am Andy Stanfield, the owner of True Blue Quilts, where I help you enjoy, experiment, and excel as you quilt. And today I'm going to be showing you the Starburst Collection, a brand new set of quilt patterns that will dazzle all your family and friends and just bring you joy and excitement as you quilt. So what are we doing today? As I said, we're going to look at all these dazzling quilts from the Starburst Collection. And why should you stick around? Well, if you're looking for a new quilt, you're in the right place. I've got some awesome patterns for you. And if you are looking for just a smaller project, if you're dabbling, you want to try out some new blocks, I've got a couple table runner patterns that will fill that block. And if you're just looking to try new things, AnglePlay might be a new technique for you. So we as quilters know that there are a ton of projects out there that we want to get to, but sometimes it starts looking the same, and we're really trying to find that new, unique quilt pattern, and I hope the Starburst Collection can do that for you. And sometimes you run into patterns that are complicated, or they don't really, they seem like they're skipping steps and you're not really sure which direction to take. But here at True Blue Quilts, we try to write very clear, easy to follow directions that take you step by step through each phase of the project. We include words, we include lots of pictures for those visual learners. So I hope you enjoy that style and that that level of in detail really enhances the quilting process for you. We all want people to love our quilts. We're making these quilts for our family and friends to treasure, and you don't want to be tearing your hair out over complicated, confusing instructions. You want to get down to the joy of quilting and creating something beautiful, and that's our goal here at True Blue Quilts. So what can you do to enjoy the quilt making process? Well, there's 3 steps. First, you need a good pattern, and I hope you find that here at True Blue Quilts. Another thing you can do is commit to sewing and quilting regularly, even if it's just 15 minutes a day, or if you can devote a whole Saturday, go on a retreat and really get some projects done there. Everything is more fun with a friend. So the third recommendation I have for you is to find a quilting buddy. You can go to a local guild. They have sewing days a lot of times where you can get together with other quilters and work on projects together. You can find friends online, which I have done, and I take great joy in my online quilting community. And the last thing you can do is join the True Blue Quilts community. You're here on the Facebook page. I hope you've liked my page and follow regularly for updates. You'll definitely want to get on the email list. So hop over to True Blue Quilts and you'll see a link to the email list. Jump on that. You get discount codes so that you can get discounts on these patterns and updates on new releases. We're doing new stuff, new fun stuff all the time. So let's get right down into it. The Starburst Collection. The first pattern I have for you is My Favorite Stars Table Runner. These are classic blocks with some updated piecing instructions. So you see the Aunt Liza star is one of my absolute favorite blocks. You can make the star points all in one color. You can use tonal shades. You can use the whole rainbow like I've done here. I also have an updated version of the Lemoyne star done with half square triangles. And, oh, I'm sorry, this was the Aunt Liza star. This is a double twist star. So there's lots to learn in quilting. So that is my favorite stars table runner. Once you have the technique down for any of these stars, you can mix and match. You could make a baby quilt with just one block. You could make 2 of each and have a very nice size baby quilt. The next table runner pattern I have is Center Stage. This uses AnglePlay templates to get these great half rectangle triangles, different shaped right triangles here that you can put together. Use a focal fabric to guide your fabric selections, and you can get a really beautiful look going there with these AnglePlay blocks. That's a lot of fun using those templates for accurate cutting and piecing. Excuse me, I dropped my little sample. My full Galaxy Swirl quilt is on display at one of the local quilt stores, but this gives you a preview of what we're doing with the Creative Grids Starburst ruler. We're having a lot of fun. You can make multiple sizes of these spinning stars and put them together in a great looking quilt. So Galaxy Swirl is another pattern in the collection. Like I said, I'm trying to be very careful with my display here and give you a preview here of Teal Universe. This, oh, sorry, I was stepping on the cat. So Teal Universe is one of my favorites. I really enjoy the pixelated quilts, and I've put some of those graphic designs there together in this pattern in a monochromatic palette. So if you use just a dark, medium, and light, you can get all from the same family. You can get a really neat looking design here for Teal Universe. My other monochromatic design is called Yellow Suns, and again, we're just using light, medium, and dark, but you alternate the color placement of those shades in your quilt, and it gives you this two-tone effect. Some of the blocks have light in the middle, some of the blocks have dark in the middle, and then I've done a oh dear, that one got all twisted up. Let me see if I can show you from the other corner. Two-tone setting triangles and border gives that a really cool effect too. So Yellow Suns, very simple piecing on this one from a cornerstone block, and you can just really, people are amazed with that. The place and the placement of those colors gives it such a dramatic effect. So have fun with this. Okay, this next quilt is called Sparkle. It pairs an AnglePlay block with a classic traditionally pieced block, and you can, using just 2 color families, like I used the reds and oranges, the dark color family, and the blue color family from light to dark, you can really have a lot of fun playing with the color placement of these. And these AnglePlay blocks look complicated, but they go together really easy just in quadrants here with 3 different triangle blocks put together, and then put 4 of those together and you make that pinwheel starburst looking block. So that's a really fun quilt. The pattern includes 2 different border options. If you don't want to piece triangles, you can do some plainer borders. The pattern is written for a square quilt, but it's very easy to enlarge those 2 rectangles depending on how you make your borders. So you, as with any quilt, you have your own design options that you can put in there. Let's see, so That is Sparkle, and this is our modern AnglePlay quilt called Meteor. We take the initial full block and we deconstruct it. So every block in the quilt has different elements that build to that overall block. And we've included a lot of negative space, which is a feature of modern quilts. I'm also a long arm quilter, and I had a lot of fun doing the free motion quilting designs that you see in this quilt. So I'll have to do a blog post or another video showing the up close quilting designs in that quilt. So I'm really excited for other people to take different color interpretations and play with this. This is another quilt that can easily be modified to other sizes. If you wanted to do more blocks, do a full quilt just with the primary full block, or take one of these smaller, simpler blocks, take out some of the elements and just play with that element in your quilt. Another feature of the Starburst collection is a bundle of AnglePlay patterns. We have grouped these three together: the Center Stage Table Runner, the Sparkle quilt, and the Meteor quilt. So you can get 3 patterns in one bundle if you want to try those different blocks with the AnglePlay templates. You would grab that Starburst bundle. This blue quilt I have here is called 2x2, and this is actually going to be my first online quilting course. So I'm finishing up those lessons for you and getting that set. So look for that in mid-April, but we'll be working on this 2x2 quilt in that online course. I hope you'll join me for that. Online classes are so convenient. You have the videos, you have access 24/7, you can work at your own pace, and yet being in an online group, you still have that community of sewing with other people and not being there by yourself. The last feature in the Starburst collection is the AnglePlay The Easy Way book. And this book, my co-author is my mother, and we had a lot of fun putting these projects together. 2x2 is actually one of the quilts in this book. And in AnglePlay The Easy Way, we show you multiple colorways of each quilt. So besides this blue and white version, you've got examples that have green, yellow, black and red. So you get a lot of different ideas for those quilts. The Race is On quilt is shown there in some pinks as well as a blue option. So again, we've got very detailed full color instructions, step by step, showing you how to put these blocks together. We also include coloring pages for all our quilts so that you can audition your color choices for your quilts before you actually commit to buying the fabric. So I encourage you to get the book AnglePlay The Easy Way. It has 12 different projects in there, ranging from placemats, table runners, all the way up to lap and full-size quilts. So that is the Starburst collection. I hope you have seen something that you enjoy, and will go on over to truebluequilts.com to shop for your next quilt pattern that will dazzle your family and friends. While you are shopping, make sure you sign up for the email list so that you are notified when things go on sale and when the next set of patterns is going to be released. I don't spam, I don't overwhelm you with a lot of emails. I just want to keep in touch with you and let you know when we have new things coming up. So I'd love to hear which of those quilts has inspired you, what got your imagination spinning, and I thank you for taking the time today to hang out with True Blue Quilts and to see the Starburst collection.